Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trek YT here, or Nick, back with another video, guys. And today I'm going to tell you guys how you guys can go from 0 followers on TikTok to over 100,000 followers. So before we dive straight into today's video, yes, there is Minecraft in the background. If you're new to my channel, I do make Minecraft content on here on YouTube as well on TikTok, but this video is not Minecraft specific. This is basically a video about TikTok and things that I think you can do to grow on TikTok and get to your goal of hitting over 100,000 followers. So a little background about me. I've been doing YouTube for almost 5 years now. About a month or so ago, I jumped over on TikTok as kind of a joke, but I found a lot of success over there, and I'm about to cross 200,000 followers on there, and I think I have about 20 million views on there, and I think I have like 3.5 million likes on TikTok or so. So though I've only been doing it for about a month, I think I have a pretty good understanding of the things you have to do on TikTok to be able to gain traction and gain followers and gain more of an audience over there on TikTok. So this is going to be a 5-step video of how to get there, but every single step is not like a concrete thing. Like if you don't do something, doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to grow. These are just 5 things that I think you should kind of get used to doing on TikTok to be able to grow. They're more strategies than literal steps to get you followers on TikTok. And obviously, as a caveat, not everyone's going to have the same level of success because there is some form of luck associated with gaining followers on social media because you are playing, I guess, an algorithm. So if you're not doing something very consistent and not really doing anything creative, you're not going to find any success. So there is some, I guess, variation dependent on results, I guess, creating content on TikTok. So without further, guys, let's jump right into step 1 of gaining followers on TikTok. So step 1, in my opinion, is kind of broad, but it's basically creating good content and doing it consistently. And now what I mean by that is there's probably several million people on TikTok making videos of them dancing or lip syncing to songs. Now, if you guys don't know, TikTok used to be Musical.ly. TikTok bought Musical.ly and then turned it all into TikTok. So people that were previously big on Musical.ly doing lip syncing videos are now, they kept their following over on TikTok. So those creators that have millions and millions of followers typically are ones from Musical.ly. So I think like those style of videos are almost like oversaturated on TikTok. So if you can find some form of content that's unique to yourself and unique to TikTok, I think you're going to find a lot more success a lot more rapidly than you are if you're just continuing to do trends that other people are doing. So in my instance, I started making amazing build videos on TikTok, which there's almost zero of. There's a couple people out there, but there's very little. So I think I have that perfect market fit, meaning there is not that many people creating the same kind of content that I am, and there's an audience out there that wants to see this kind of content. So if you put less videos out there to an audience that wants to see those, that basically means that you have a better chance of getting noticed because there's more supply than there is, or there's more demand than there is supply. So you're going to have more success. So basically what I'm saying is you need to find something that's unique to yourself. And this goes for any social media platform. If you're just going to copy other people's videos or style of videos, you're not going to find the same amount of success as them because there's already somebody doing it better than you. So you kind of have to find your own, I guess, unique thing that you're going to do on TikTok, whether that be, so if you're going to do dancing videos, like do it some way of, I guess, a unique way of doing it, like wear a costume that no one else is wearing and do in every single video, wear that same costume. So you're kind of putting that unique twist on your version of dancing videos. The other part of that is consistency. I kind of upload at 2 different times per day, either really early in the morning at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. so I can kind of hit that early rush of kids that are going to school and waiting to go to school, and they kind of just scroll through TikTok and your TikTok pops up because you just posted it. Or I upload really late at night, so I'm kind of hitting maybe like 6 p.m. to like 8 p.m. so I can hit those people that are maybe on another time zone, or those people that are just coming off school where I'm on the Eastern time zone. So if I'm uploading at 6, that means on the Western side of the US, that means those people are getting that video at 3 p.m. So they're just getting out of school. So there is some form of, I guess, strategy to that about when you upload. You kind of have to hit those times when most people are, I guess, scrolling through TikTok. So if you can hit those times, I think you're probably going to find a little bit more success. Now, step 2 is a little more specific to TikTok, not just social media platforms, and that is specifically your song choice or sound choice on TikTok. Arguably, the most important thing on TikTok is the sound you choose, because that's more or less how people discover people on TikTok. Because if there's a song that's being used in different videos by like thousands and thousands of people, odds are people are going to click on that song on another video, start scrolling through it to find similar videos to that. And if yours is high enough ranked on there, people are going to watch it, like it, and it's going to get pushed even higher. So a pretty good basic idea of how videos get pushed up in those algorithms is by the likes and interactions. So like, it's mainly about likes, to be honest with you. It kind of is sorted that way. So if a video has 1 million likes and a video has 1,000 likes, the 1 million likes is obviously going to be higher up on that trending, or up on that, like, I guess, list of videos that when you click on a song. So you want to use a song that's not oversaturated, but you also want to use a song that's not undersaturated. And what I mean by that is if you go and click on a song, let's say it's had over 1 million different videos made with that song, odds are you're probably not going to be able to get famous off of that song, because there's so many people using that song that it's just, you're too small of a creator that you're not going to be able to push yourself up there. And at the same time, on the other end, if there's a song that's only been used by like under 1,000 people, odds are there's not enough people interested in that sound that they're not going to click on that sound and scroll down and find you and like you. There's just not enough volume of people doing that. So you have to find a song that's in between those two numbers that really will give you the opportunity for the most success. For example, where I try to shoot for songs is I like to try to shoot above 40,000 videos with a song, and then I like to try to shoot below like 120,000 videos with a song, because in that range there's still like that volatility. Like that means that song is either on an uptrend or it's very new. Like it's kind of like a hot trend. And the way I find these songs to begin with is I actually watch a lot of TikTok content. So if I'm watching a lot of TikTok content, I find a song that I see once or twice, I'll click on it and be like, okay, how many videos have been made with this? And then I'll see it's like, okay, 60,000 videos have been made with this. Okay, that's a good number. And then the next step that I do is I go to the top songs within that song, or top videos within that song, click on them, and you actually can now see the date that these things were uploaded. And if they were uploaded in the last like 3 or 4 days and they're the top videos in that song choice, odds are that's a trending song, and that's something that you definitely should jump on and make a video with. So to recap, you want to choose a song that's not oversaturated, meaning it's not made 1 million different videos with it. So you want to find somewhere in that 40 to 120,000 range of videos made with that song. And you also want to use a song that's pretty, I guess, popular. And by doing that, I go ahead and click on the sound, look at the top videos and see when they were uploaded. And if it's recently, odds are that's a trending song. Now, step number 3 is something that's very specific to you, I guess. So I think a lot of people overlook this step on TikTok, especially people that are creating TikTok on a regular basis, is the description that's in your TikTok videos. One thing that's very, I guess, important to pretty much all social media platforms is they want to retain the audience that's on their platform. So meaning they want to see engagement on their platform. So if you can put a description that engages an audience to either like the video or I guess comment on the video, odds are you're going to find a little bit more success. So one thing I've been experimenting a lot with is making a description that basically asks a question or asks somebody to do something. For example, now this is a TikTok I uploaded a day ago. The description says, honestly, if you can't name this show, and then I put a blank, please leave. ... Now this entices people to comment this name of the show, and then that increases engagement within your video. So now this TikTok did pretty decent for me. It has over 250,000 views, has 43,000 likes, and it has over almost 1,600 comments. So it kind of, that description kind of pushed people to engage within the video, and it kind of pushed that video up. And once you start getting more rapid engagement with a video, TikTok sees that, and then that's when they start to push you onto the For You page, and you can even be seen by even more eyeballs. And so the description for your video is obviously going to be different because it has to be specific to the video. You can't just ask a random question. I mean, you can, but you're probably not going to get the same results. So make sure your description pertains to the actual video that you're uploading, but somehow get it so that way people will either like the video or comment. And don't just straight up say, please like this video or please comment. Do it in a way that makes it so people want to do it on their own. That's what you really want. You want people to do interactions organically versus being like, hey, please like this video, I want to be famous. Like that has worked for some people, but I feel like it's getting to this point in TikTok where everyone's trying to do that, and it's not going to work for everyone because everyone's doing it. So you have to do it and force people to comment organically without you directly asking them to comment. So to recap, you want to go ahead and put an engaging description that basically entices people to comment and like on your video without directly asking them to comment and like. And I know this is probably difficult for a lot of people, and me being on social media for like 5 years and me actually working for a company doing or kind of creating engaging content like this and working with, I guess, descriptions and stuff like that, I guess I have a little bit more idea of how those works, but I'm just giving you that as a tip because I think it's going to be something very useful for TikTok creators in the future. Now, step number 4 is arguably not that important, but at the same time it sort of is important because it's another step that involves getting more eyeballs to see your content. And this step is hashtags. Now, it's not the most important thing in the world because I've seen videos that have no hashtags on them that have millions and millions of views versus videos that have a bunch of hashtags on them that have like 4 views. So it doesn't matter that much, but if you can target the right hashtags, it actually can go ahead and make a difference in your videos. Now, one thing that you can actually get on TikTok is you can get analytics. You actually have to sign up for them, which is totally free, but you just have to enable the setting, and you can see where your audience is coming from when the views on your videos, I guess, publish. And sometimes on some of my TikToks, I see that there's a percentage of the viewership is directly from hashtags that I've used in my description. So I feel like it does have some form of an impact on how many people see your videos. So I think it's kind of an important step. So when I'm using hashtags, I actually use probably 4 or 5 hashtags every single video. And then I use a couple different random ones that actually pertain to the video that I'm posting. And the ways I chose those 4 or 5 hashtags is I choose them by the number of videos/views that are being created with that hashtag. For example, I at one point had the #1 video for the hashtag Minecraft. That's where I got most of my audience from because I was the #1 video under that hashtag. And there's a couple other hashtags that actually have #1 videos in that. So that means if someone clicks on that hashtag on someone else's video and then looks at the videos, my video was #1. So what you're trying to do is find a hashtag similar to like song choice that's not oversaturated, basically a hashtag that hasn't been used a million times, but you also want to use a hashtag that is not used at all. So the way I like to choose this is I like to have, I guess, a couple main hashtags. So like hashtag For You page or hashtag FYP, which stands for For You page, which has been literally used a billion times, like multiple billions and billions of times, because, you know, you just want to give yourself that chance that if for some reason your video goes viral, that you will be able to rank even higher on those hashtags. Because if you become the #1 video on For You page, odds are every single person on TikTok is going to see it. So you just want to give yourself that opportunity. Does it impact your video? Not necessarily, but you do want to give yourself that chance. And then I like to use hashtags that aren't really used that much. So for example, I'll use hashtags that are in that like 1 billion usage, or I'll use a hashtag that's in that 100 million usage, or something in that range. I typically never use a hashtag that's below 25 million views/videos used with that hashtag because I feel like that's just kind of the cutoff of where I find you to have the most success. So a lot of my hashtags will have, when you click on them, it says 25 million views with this hashtag. So I will actually use only hashtags that are higher than that. And when I'm choosing those hashtags, what's nice is if you do the hashtag button and then start autofilling, it'll actually give you the list of hashtags below your video that when you're creating that have the amount of views. So if you can actually visibly see the number, I would go ahead and click that and make sure those hashtags again are pertaining to your video. So for example, if the video is about monkeys, don't put hashtag giraffe. Like, you know, like just keep it pertaining to your video because it'll allow people to actually click on it that are looking for other videos that are about monkeys. So to recap, hashtags don't necessarily impact your video that much, but there is a small amount of impact there. So you're going to want to make sure you're optimizing those the best possible way. So by doing that, you're going to want to use hashtags that are used by a lot of people, but only use 1 or 2 or 3 of those. And then you're going to want to use more, I guess, lower used hashtags in that, like, I guess 100 million to a billion people using it, and then or views, I guess, on that hashtag. And then below that, you're going to want to use more specific hashtags towards your video that are above 25 million, probably in that 25 million to like 200 million views range. And last but not least, this kind of goes without saying, and I think this is something that I almost struggle with the most because it's actually engaging with the people that are watching your TikToks. Now, I try to do this, and I do this a little bit, but I don't think I do it enough. So I think this is something that I personally have to work on more, and that's engaging with the people that are actually engaging on your content on TikTok. And what I mean by that is if someone asks a question in your TikTok or puts a comment that I guess entices you to reply, you should probably reply to that content. For example, if you go ahead and have 100,000 followers on TikTok and someone comments something like a question and you reply, that means something to that individual. That specific reply, meaning that somebody with 100,000 followers took the time to reply to their comment, most of the time that kind of feels special for people. So if you can do that as many times as possible, you're going to gain these real fans because they feel like they're a part of you or a part of the content because you're replying and engaging with them. So they feel like they're not just talking to a robot. So if you can engage with your fans, odds are those people that are watching and engaging are going to continue to engage. And that's something you want. You want more repetitive fans to keep coming back so that way you have consistency on your uploads. So this is something, again, like I struggle with this because I don't know, it's just hard to reply to hundreds and hundreds of comments, and it's really, really important that you do, and it's, I know, again, something I have to work on. So I think if you get comments on your TikToks and they, I guess, entice a reply from you, like if someone just comments For You page, not necessarily something I'm going to comment on, but if someone asks a question like, hey, how's your day going? Or, hey, how old are you? Or something like that. Reply to that comment and give them a response because they're going to feel good when they get a notification saying, hey, blah, 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 replied. And if you have like a sizable following, they're going to think that's pretty cool. Like, I think that's pretty cool. If I ever get a reply from somebody that I look up to on social media, I think that's really cool. So I think that people really enjoy that. So that's pretty much where we're going to bring today's video to a wrap. And though this may not be successful for every single person, these are the things that I try to do to stay consistent on TikTok and grow. And they have worked for me. Outside of that one video that I had on TikTok that has 12 million views, I have several other videos that have like 500,000 views or have hundreds of thousands of likes. So I find that these tactics I'm using, and tactic is kind of like a bad word, but these strategies, I guess, that I'm using is something that's actually working for me and building me a real following. As you guys can see on YouTube, we've gained like 3,000 new subscribers that I don't think I would have done in like 2 years if I'd continued on my current trend that I was doing on YouTube. So I think that these strategies on TikTok will allow you to grow on TikTok and then also allow you to push that audience to other social media platforms that you want to. If this video at all helped you, definitely let me know down below. And if there's any other TikTok creators in this video or watching this video and you have strategies that you use, definitely leave them down in the comment section down below because I think people will really like to hear your strategies or things that you're doing on TikTok to grow that maybe I didn't mention in this video. And while you guys down there, guys, might as well hit that subscribe button because I love YouTube and it's honestly my first love over TikTok. So I really like growing that audience, but TikTok is so cool to me. It's so new to me. So it's still something that I really, really like. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, I love you all. See you guys next time. Peace out.